Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcat Stadium. A late-season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Texas State Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. Now on the move. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson will throw. Buying time to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Smith with the grab over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Burgess. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the 1st down.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 8th play of the drive coming up. Quick give. It's Burgess. Breaks into the open. He's got the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Bobcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats!
And it's not a surprise on this first possession that they put the ball in the quarterback's hands and let him run it. This dude can fly. Palmer, I know it's the first possession, but sometimes it's hard to really understand how fast guys are until you see them on the field. It didn't look like they got it on that first possession.
No, David, we were talking to their defensive coaching staff this week, and they thought they had a good plan on paper to slow this guy down. But you're right, it's a different thing once you get out there on game day, and they're going to have to make some adjustments right now because you know this defense, I know it's early, but they're already reeling because of that guy's speed.
The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores. Give to the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Extra point here will tie the game.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Jackson gonna throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
RD, what a play by the safety, and in the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover 2 and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's eyes and reading him. He takes him right to the football.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Turning it on! He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The run inside. It's Burgess. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, it's Burgess. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
In the backfield, it's McClain. He's stopped.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They're all over him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Setting up the screen. Fighting off the defender. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
The Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The quick out. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Making the adjustment on the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Left side is Burgess. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Crimson Tide with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game inside Bobcat Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
The Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Howie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Bobcats head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Howie.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown, Fresno State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Running inside, it's Burgess. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeps it moving, it's Burgess. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Hands it off. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's inside. It's Burgess. Got the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Jackson will throw. Out wide right, it's Smith. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down. On the ground, he's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on Fresno State's sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Finds his man on the RPO. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Just had to get rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick handoff. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. calls his own number. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So we open the final period with a third down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Snatches it on the right. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Fresno State. They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period.
24, Texas State, 21.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They give it back to him. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Right at the line. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Down he goes. It's 3rd and 5. Jackson will throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rid of it on the RPO. Runs through a man. He might have space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Looking for the edge. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.